Namaste. Very welcome to this Saturday Satsang today. Once again, in the beginning, I want to share some basic to kind of, to help everyone to kind of get started in a way in this satsang or get started with me particularly. Uh, I share three fundamentals: true clarity, true joy, true knowing. What are the roles of these three things and how they serve the fundamental purpose of spirituality? No? Fundamental purpose of spirituality may look like awakening or enlightenment, but who knows really what is awakening or enlightenment? Until we reach there. No, we don't know really until we reach there. We imagine about it. So in a way, imagining more accurately will be true clarity here. And more accurately, up to the point where we realize that I don't really know what is enlightenment. But we now know why we are on the path, why we are doing spiritual practices. Like it becomes much more realistic, it becomes much more actual, factual, connected to the reality, and it actually starts serving the purpose that we want to achieve in our life, and we start actually reaching somewhere in the sense, not just practicing. Because there is a very simple question asked by many seekers that for how long I have to do sadhana, for how long I have to continue practicing. Only as long as you don't succeed. When you succeed, you don't need to practice. Why you should practice? No. But what happens is that somehow for a long time we don't succeed. It is not because of lack of sincerity. We are very sincere. We have intention, but we are not clear. That's why true clarity will help here. True clarity is just a general light in every direction inside us. In the direction where we are working, thinking, understanding, struggling also. But only focusing on the fundamentals. Like when, let's say, you go, when any one of us plans to go to some place, let's say we are going on a traveling somewhere. Do we go just like this, that I don't know where I'm going, I just know the name of the city and I just don't know how I will reach there. Everything is not clear and I'll just enjoy. Maybe sometime it will be all right, but generally we will not like to go like this. No? Mostly we want to be clear. Not when we reach there, but before we take a single step outside of our house, we want to be clear where we are going, how will be the weather, what kind of cloth I need, and all these things like this. So this is that the nature of true clarity is in this way. Like why we all are here right now, or why particularly every one of us can check that why I'm here right now, what exactly I'm getting from here, or I intend to get. Not that I'm getting, but what I intend to get. Like it is about intention. What is my intention to get from this satsang today, or from Rajee's satsangs also, in general, or from any satsangs and from any spiritual effort also. And that is going to really enable us so much more to get what we intend to get from this satsang. This is part of true clarity also. It may look a very useless effort, but no, it's not actually. It's going to save big time save us from struggle, loss of energy also. It will save a lot of wastage of energy also. And our conversation, me and you, can always have can help you in this department also. There are practices which I share in the direction of true clarity, true joy, true knowing also, especially in the retreats it is shared. But in a contemplative conversation between me and you right now also, it is a possibility that something is clear to you and something is not clear, and that further can become clear, no? Like this, yeah. So true clarity is one thing, no? Like true clarity is being clear at the mind level, at the thinking level, at the seeing level, you can say. No? True joy is being clear at the experience level, no? At the experience level, like everybody feels joy through meditation when we feel sense of space inside us, like a sense of spaciousness inside us. I think many of us know this. But when we become clear about what is this space, and relatively also we become clear about who we are, who is experiencing this space, then what we experience is true joy. This joy cannot be lost. The joy that we experience when we experience the space is lost. We know this already. It is lost so quickly. But when we are clear about what is this space which I am experiencing and who I am, up to some degree only, but experientially, not thinking, not true knowing, like this. So neither true knowing, the deeper knowing, nor the mind's knowing, the true clarity, like this. In between the two is that possibility of knowing the truth, but in a very experiential sense. That is true joy. And true joy is so close actually that you just live your breathing. Live means experience your breathing. Anytime you want, not right now. It's not a guided meditation. Anytime you want, you can just sit somewhere and just experience your breathing. There is no way you cannot experience the truth of the experiencer that you are here. Don't try to watch your breathing. Don't try to think about it. Don't try to contemplate or anything. Actually directly experiencing like you experience anything in life. And it will just wake you up for the moment. Like this. And you will reach to true joy. True joy is so close. True joy is the joy present in the experiencer, and experiencer is searching for it everywhere. Kasturi kundal vase, mrag dhoonde jagmahi. This is an ancient saying about the truth of the soul, that the truth and the joy of the soul is in the soul like a musk in a deer. And because of the fragrance that comes out of the musk, the deer thinks that it is coming from outside and it has to be found outside because it is very intimate and deer loves it. It is the very, it is in the very nature of the deer. So deer want to go there and it keeps searching for it and it dies. Also, it is said that it dies out of tiredness, meaning never reaches there because it is not able to see where exactly the fragrance is coming from. So this fragrance of true joy is coming from the experiencer. However, the experiencer believes that it is coming from the experiences. It is just bouncing back. It comes out of the experiencer, hits the experience and bounces back to the experiencer, and the experiencer believes that it is coming from the experiencer. A very basic example is also given. It's also ancient, surprisingly. It is like a experiencer is like a dog chewing a bone. A dog chewing a dry bone, which has no meat, no blood, nothing. But it chews so hard that the blood of its own gums falls on the bone. And then the dog feels very happy. It licks that blood and thinks that it is coming from the bone. And now it just keeps doing it like this. Is also an actual example about the truth of the experiencer, or the joy is hidden in the experiencer, like this. So true joy is discovery of the joy within the experiencer, not in the experiences. This is true joy. True knowing is the knowing of the experiencer about itself, who or what I am, immediately, right now, without any process, without any delay, without any tomorrows. Like this. Just wanted to share in the beginning. And all of you, please, you can talk now. You are welcome.
Thank you, Rajee, for this introduction and this revisiting, which I feel is so important. And in this regard, I would also like to revisit something else. So you were asking, what do I want out of satsang? I'm coming. And actually, I want to start one step earlier, in the sense, what is satsang? Because I feel it changed in me over the years. What is satsang? And maybe I share how it changed. So I feel in the beginning it was a place where I'm happy, where I got something which was a little different to other places where I get something like happiness. And then it became more and more clear that it's not just another place, it's the only place to get this certain kind of happiness or peace. And I keep coming and going. And in a way, satsang was a means to an end. It was the place, the time for getting this kind of happiness. And over the years, I could hold this happiness more and more also when I was leaving the satsang, Sunday, Monday, in that sense. And now, Rajee, I feel something has changed. In the sense, so one translation for satsang is being in the company of truth, no? And actually I was thinking, because I kept coming and going, like as a physical place or as a time, like. But if I want truth, for example, and over the years it became clear that this happiness might have another name, which is truth, then why am I leaving? And why do I want to take it just satsang as a step to go somewhere else? Because this is what it was in a way, just one place to go somewhere else. And so I feel this changed in the sense of, if I want truth, if this is an yes I want, then why going? Which also means that the satsang expanded in a way that even if I go physically out of this hall, even if I stop joining the meeting, I stay in satsang. But like still with this very connection to here, you know, like to, it is not another satsang. I'm with you in that. If you want to, can please say something about, and I would love to explore this more because it's so beautiful. Thank
you. I would like to use my conceptual framework of true clarity, true joy, true knowing here. When it has become clear in the true clarity level mind that there is nothing more important and joyful for me, let's say, than satsang, then we will keep coming to satsang. Obviously, we will not benefit to the fullest because we are living in the mind and looking at it from the mind, thinking about it and so on. But we will reach to that level of true clarity, which is like a borderline between the true clarity and true joy, through satsang only. And how we are going to continue in satsang? Because of true clarity in the first place. True clarity being the preferential, priority or priority of life, like a preferential list of life activities or life interests. What is this? What is that? Where I'm going? Where I'm doing? When I come? When I don't come? Why to come? Why don't? We have summarized the whole thing. We have kind of analyzed the whole thing, and we are clear that truth is more important than anything else for me. So this is what I notice happens. And then once we are at that borderline, which is necessary, which we reach to through true clarity. The basic true clarity which we need, and true clarity that we get also, that refinement that we get through satsang also. Then after that, when we are at that borderline, we start actually experiencing joy. But not the joy, but the true joy. True joy basically is not a joy that you experience outside. It is not the joy that we experience in satsang in one sense. It is more facilitated by satsang, but experienced by you inside you. Inside the experiencer, not the energies of the experiencer. There is a basic difference here. We don't experience it in the body mind. We experience it in the experiencer itself. The experiencer itself has started experiencing it. Generally, what we call the benefit of meditations or the many spiritual experiences connected to meditation are nothing but just a very far away echo of this true joy only. That we feel so happy, like happy for the day, happy for the week also sometimes. It's nothing but just a very diluted experience of this true joy only, which I am talking about. But once you are touched by this true joy, you have in a way become bound to this true joy and truth and free from everything now. Yeah? Everything means every experience now. Now no experience can can bother you. You know, now no experience can disturb you. Experiences disturb only because we have preferences towards them. When you don't have preferences towards them, means you don't have interest towards them. You have only interest towards the true joy. They don't bother you anymore, regardless of good or bad. They are what they are. Like when rain will be happening too much, will you live the true joy? You will say yes. When it will be too sunny and too hot, will you be living the true joy? You will say yes. You know, and there are these are the basic experiences of life only, like happy, unhappy, too intense, too low, too dull, or too bright, or too intense, or something, like this. So in a way, we are hooked to truth now, and we cannot be hooked to truth by force, which we are trying through sadhana. By the way, it is not going to happen. It will happen through clarity only, clarity of the practitioner. No? Even if the clarity, true clarity, can happen through sadhana, but still, progress happens through true clarity only, not before that. No, there is no sudden sadhana, sudden progress that happens in the seekers like this. No, and once you are hooked to the truth, now satsang is for you, and you are for satsang. Satsang is a way to live the truth. That truth which you have inside you, that truth which you are. Now, how far that truth will be when you are not in satsang? It will not be far. No? When you are not in satsang, you will live that also. But you will know somehow that satsang is still serving a purpose. I want to come here because it is kind of facilitating, it is making it easier for me to live the truth. And I clearly feel that, you will feel that I need some time to get established in this truth. As if I still need support. And you will continue coming here. No? You see? That's why for most of the seekers, the true clarity is that department. Before we start on the path of truth. Path of truth starts from true joy. Before that, it is just the mind and ego in which we are doing things. No? And the more we are awake or aware, the better. This being more awake or aware is true clarity. No? When we are caught up in the mind, when we are caught up in the ego, the more awake or aware we are, the better. This being more awake or aware is true clarity. No? Like this. What is living the truth? In satsang, the highest possibility is living the truth. As simple as this, living the truth. Satsang also means in company of truth. Sang means company, sat means truth. In company of truth or living the truth. So what is living the truth? Where is truth? Actually, truth is not somewhere particularly. It is everywhere. Truth is not something particularly, it is everything. We are not able to live truth in some things, or we are able to live truth in some things only and not in everything. It is not because truth is absent, but more we are absent, or we are preferential. We are holding a preference towards life. Our experience is approach, like our outlook of the experiencer towards life is preferential, like a selective. It's selective. Being free from that selectiveness of the experiencer or preferences of the experiencer is where we come to the true joy. The true the experiencer who is enjoying its true joy does not have preferences towards experiences. Does not limit itself like it is truth is here, or joy is here, or joy is not here. No, joy is here, not here. In a very simplified version, if I may present the truth of the soul, the you can say the sum total of all of us is Supreme Soul, and we all are portion of the same Supreme Soul, one soul. We all are a portion of it. And we all are in ourselves a soul also. You know. And what are the boundaries of this soul? These boundaries are of, first of all, a sense of individual self, I am, which is not really created by that, that mind which thinks about it. No? It is more a design created by the non-dual being, one being. No? Like it is the one being living as many beings. Like that. So this is the first level where multiplicity is there, but duality is not there. So duality is not multiplicity. It is not you and me appearing as two. This is not duality. No? Duality is when this individual level, where mind is also there, and the sense of story is also there. I am doing this, you are doing this. I am this, you are this. You know? When that engagement with this story becomes too much, so much so that the other becomes less of a presence than we are. You know, that time we have actually started going to sleep, like an egoic sleep now. You know, this is what happens. It is a very common experience, I believe, I'm not sure, but at least it was noticed in me and some others also, that ego state is where we are not really aware of others so much. We are the only reality, we are the only center. Center is the only reality. And around us there are, people who are very close to us, like friends and family, they are less transparent. The other ones are just merely shadows we are working with. No? We don't realize this actually. But when you actually are present, like as I always say to all of you, that if you can feel your presence on the chair where you are and can feel my presence, then actually we are starting the satsang today. No? Like this. This is the first step towards satsang. No? Otherwise, we are more the soul. You are the soul only. We are the soul only, but we are lost in that world which we have created within ourselves. Where is the sense of I? Where is the sense of my? Where is the preferences? Where are the problems? Where are the experiences? Where everything that is soul experience? Where exactly they exist? They actually mostly exist only within the space of the soul only, and not anywhere else. So soul is not experiencing the existence. It is just experiencing its own content within its own existence. Waking up to the truth of who we are basically is waking up to the fact that I am that space in which everything is happening. And I am that experiencer also of that content which is happening in my space. And I am not the content, and I am not even the space also. You know, this is what is first step towards waking up. And true joy is a very good beginning for that, where you don't really know who you are in a way, but you have started experiencing the space, pure space which is not contaminated by anything that is happening. No? In a way, space is, by the way, never contaminated by what is happening. It is again an imagination of the experiencer. You see? It is an imagination of the experiencer that I got contaminated by what I am experiencing. Body, mind, yes. Energies will be affected by the experiences, but not the experiencer. You see? So satsang is for this purpose, for awakening. Satsang is for awakening of the experiencer. Because fundamentally, everything is being experienced only, no? It's not that something we are not experiencing and yet we are bothered by it or we are knowing it in some way. Is there anything that we are knowing and not experiencing? Is there anything that we are experiencing and not knowing? No, there is nothing. Everything absolutely is an experience and we are an experiencer of it. No? You see? So experiencer waking up to itself first of all. Hey, I am an experiencer. Do you need special experiences for waking up that I am the experiencer? You don't actually. So any experience and every experience is a mirror for you to show that I am the experiencer of it. You see? So satsang is not really that kind of work which we think it is. It's a more immediate work or opportunity and environment. No?
Rajee, this immediacy, which I feel is like very important. In a way, it feels like that like what you said, that we have to be present. I feel another word for truth is here. Like the word here. In the sense that when I, as an example with the experiencer, when I have experiences and I'm attached to them, I'm always a little not here. And even if it's like for 1 millimeter or something, it's just not in the full light in a way of here. Like there is this beam of light and where I can stand under it, but without any experiences, like in a way naked. The experiencer without experiences, like just, okay, here I am, here.
Oh yeah, it's amazing what you're saying. Meditation basically is this being here without touching any experiences. No? This is meditation. No? So you can be in any moment, you can be in meditation in any of the time of the day. No? It's just about not touching any experiences. Not going to sleep, because generally whole day we are either experiencing or going to sleep. Sleep in the sense of psychological sleep, sleep through thinking, overthinking, imagining also, and sleep literally like feeling sleepy. But breaking that, like adding one more possibility in the day, that is meditation. No? It's a new possibility in the day. It's not something known to us yet. It's something brand new that has to break. Like we have to break a new, something new. No? Like this.
And one last thing here I want to mention is that I feel there is also a shift from effort to effortlessness. In the sense that, for example, awareness. And also being immediate. It felt for a long time I managed, but there was always some energy I had to give into it. Some effort. And I feel here in this beam of light, this, for example, awareness. Lives here as well. Like in a way, I don't have to bring it in a way, like with effort. It is also here.
Very beautiful what you're saying. Actually, what happens is that in the beginning, all of our awareness is with effort. That awareness is awareness of the mind, of the thinker, or of the sense of ego, also in a way, separate self. So it always requires awareness, effort. This awareness always requires effort, because by default, effortlessly, we are unconsciously aware of everything, or we are aware of everything for being more unconscious and living in unconscious way. This is that egoic model in which everybody is caught up. So if we want to be free from it, we need to make effort. If we don't make effort, we will just remain like this. No. So their effort is necessary, and every bit of awareness comes with effort only. Without effort, no awareness here. Somebody believes that I am just sit without effort and awareness will come. No, it will not. You know. But then, when you are actually sufficiently involved in this effort of being aware, you who is involved in this actually is awareness itself. Your nature is awareness, and it opens up at some point in you that actually wherever I am, that awareness is, or light of truth is, no? And that's what I feel you are discovering, that hey, even if when I'm thinking, like let's say I'm caught up in the ego, then I can make effort to not be caught up in it, let's say, be more clear. Like by default, mind is trying to mess up everything and trying to make everything confusing, and I'm trying to make everything clear with effort. But when I'm not doing anything with the mind, I'm just here. But hey, that awareness is still here in me, but this is now going to serve a different purpose. It is being aware of the experiences, it is being aware of the experiencer, it is being aware of the experiencing also. You know? Naturally, there is a natural fundamental awareness present here about the experience, the act of experiencing, and the experiencer. You know, which I like in this Nirvana Shatakam. No? Aham bhojanam neva bhojyam na bhukta shivoham shivoham shiva swarupoham. I am neither the food nor the act of eating nor the one who is eating it. This is what is discovered so naturally by you. I am the awareness of the experiencer and the experiencing and the experience. You see. Now are you bound to the experience? Are you free from the experience? You are neither bound to the experience nor free from it. Experience is there and sense of experience is arising, but you are one who is aware of it. This is what is the true knowing. This is that true knowing. No? So experiencing has not stopped. Experiencing has not stopped. No? Sense of experience has not disappeared somewhere. It arises still. No? But the one who is aware of it is not one with it anymore. You know. So the result of awareness with effort has, has brought us to the result of it is that we have come to that effortless awareness, which is our own nature. No? This awareness, which is effortless and our nature, does not have any agenda, any purpose of being aware. In the mind, we always have a purpose of being aware of something. This is effortless awareness and purposeless awareness too. You know, it's like a bird on the wings over a still lake, and the reflection is happening. The bird does not have any desire to be reflected. The lake does not has any intention to reflect the bird, and yet the reflection happens. You see, this is that fundamental awareness, the universal witness present in everyone. You know? Knowing this is what is freedom, liberation, actually. Now, are you bound or free? Neither you are bound nor you are free now. You know. But you will experience that joy, which is the peak of joy in a way. You will feel, my God, the beauty that I could have started long back, and I just wasted time in eating garbage and mud and everything, playing with mud, playing in with unconsciousness and mind and everything. It's just playing with mud. It's okay, not like a sin or something. It's just a wastage of life. When the beauty of flowers and everything is there, just in a small pond and just playing with mud continuously. Same mud, not different mud also. Thank you. It's very good. Thank you. Thank you. So this framework which I share is like a fixed thing, but yet I find myself remain very open always. In the sense that let us look at truth from a different angle, maybe. Like this. Because every one of us may believe for quite some time that what I am knowing or looking at is different than what you are saying, Rajee. And let's see how different it is. No? So, thank you. You can talk. Deepa, you can talk now.
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Well, you have explained it all, what I was about to say about space. I would just add something and then you can say more about it. So, space is inside us and space is endless. And the reason why breathing is so important is because you are creating space for the intuition and the wisdom to align until you, just like yogic breathing, so you are giving space. You don't need to actually, like you said, meditate a lot, but if you breathe through and you do a lot of yogic breathing, you can actually align your wisdom and your intuition together, because you're giving them space to actually function together. And that's how you can, function it through heart. Otherwise, it won't. It will try to, just overshadow with other emotions and other, feelings. Can you say more about it? Like, is my understanding right?
Yes, it is actually. Breathing plays a great role in this, no? Because breathing is something, a common element which is present in regardless of in what state we are. For example, it is present in our relation or connection with the body, like connection of the soul with the body. The breath is always present, regardless of what the soul knows about the soul and the body and the connection. No, you see. So in this way, yes. Let me just give you a quick example of. Let us think of ourselves as a tree. We are a tree. The branches and the flowers, branches, and the leaves are that conscious mind as we know ourselves to be. Conscious mind is not just mind, it is mind and someone or something which is living it also. So the soul and the mind is what we are calling conscious mind, but we take ourselves to be that, and that's why we are calling we are ourselves that. No? The branch, little bit fundamental branches, and the trunk is let's say something like a heart of the tree, which basically is not so much out that it moves and changes, but it is enough out that it supports that which moves and changes. Then deeper than that is roots, the being. Now, what plays the fundamental role, which is a game changer, is not really that how conscious our mind is. It is that how conscious we are when we are in the mind, and how conscious we are that we have a heart also, and how conscious we are that we have a soul also. Like when the soul of the tree becomes aware of the whole of the tree. Does it mean that your roots will become very conscious like the leaves and the branches? No. They will be quite in the darkness and quite unconscious because they have a purpose to serve there. So they will be serving that purpose through that less consciousness. Unconsciousness means less consciousness. Your heart will be serving a very different purpose. It is like hosting the soul itself in a way, the awareness, fundamental awareness of the soul. And it is also connecting to that less awareness of the mind, which looks like awareness to us mostly, and consciousness to us. No? It is a practical awareness in a way of the mind like this. But when you are aligning yourself through yogic breathing, basically the tree is aligning yourself to yourself. Meaning the soul of the tree is aligning itself to the body of the tree. You can say in a way, form of the tree. No? That's why one breath or one step, just breathing, but feeling whole of your existence at every level of body mind. The soul of the tree is waking up towards the form of the tree, the depth of the tree, the different levels, different chakras, different bodies, as we know, sometimes we call them also different kosh. And of course, it is waking up about its own self also. The breathing exercises which I share, that be aware of your breathing, and you will start becoming aware of yourself, being aware of the breathing. It is that. Now there is nothing which is hidden in you. Not like you are looking at it like with full awareness, but also not like you are totally unaware of its existence. It is registered well in you that it is there. You see, breath can do that work of connecting all three levels of the tree of that soul that we are. The manifestation is that tree. The soul of the tree is that awareness self, no? Who is aware and living the tree. All these three levels. No? So there is something which lifts the mind. There is something which lives in the heart also. The heart and lives from the heart. There is something which lives from the deeper level, what we call being also. What is that? That is the soul of the tree. That is the soul, that is the being that we are also. No? Do you feel that you can connect to this?
Yes, definitely. It's like you are aligning.
Yes. I noticed there are two alignment here. One, this what you are talking about, the vertical alignment. One is horizontal alignment also. What is happening is that we are in the mind, but not aligned well. The whole mind is not aligned to itself like one thing. There are many portions of mind which are giving us many different impressions and knowledge of the life, of the truth. In different times, different. You know. And this gives us creates the impression of heart also, like in the mind only. While we are actually in the mind only, we feel I am experiencing the heart, I am experiencing the joy, I am experiencing the truth, I am experiencing the being. And this will continue until mind becomes united like one. True clarity has one more purpose, that is uniting our mind into one wholeness. Then only it can make us, or it can cause us to become free from it in a way. Because then we know that the whole of the mind is actually fundamentally same. Doesn't matter what type of thought it is, but fundamentally it is a thought and it serves exact same purpose which any other thought can serve. It cannot give more than that. Of course, it can give a variety of, like serve variety of purposes, but within that range of capacity of a thought only. No? This is what is that awakening at the level of mind, that, oh, regardless of how well I think or what topic I think, is going to be thinking only. And thinking has a limitation to it. So this is that horizontal alignment in a way. First we align horizontally at the mind level. That is what is true clarity. And that naturally brings us to that borderline, where we can start experiencing something deeper than that. There is something deeper than that. It's a very funny thing to notice in the beginning that, my God, I was not aware of anything deeper than mind actually. And I was doing a lot of spiritual journey for 10, 20, 30 years. Many of us have done a spiritual journey for 20, 30, 40 years, thinking that I'm progressing. And we are just trying to complete or, bring the mind together. Horizontal alignment only. And all I'm saying is that everybody has to do it anyway. Why don't we do it systematically and very fast? Why to spend too much time in it? No? Like every thought gives us a new impression and a hope in the spiritual direction that I will know differently the same truth or some different truth also, and not really. At some point, the soul who is living in the mind will get kind of done with it in a way. Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this method of knowing the truth. So thinking is one method of knowing the truth. Living is another method of knowing the truth inside the heart. Being is another method of living the truth also, knowing the truth also in the being. Different depth or intensity of living the truth, like this. And if we can align all of them together, it cannot be anything more fantastic than that, I feel, no? What you are talking about, no? This is that vertical alignment. And this vertical alignment is not really entirely dependent on completion of the horizontal alignment of mind only, that you have to wait. No, you can start like what I call samagrata. What is samagrata? It is actually a vertical alignment, no? In the moment. Doing well what we are doing, including the mind, the heart, and the being together in this one single thing that we do. And it's going to be a very different experience and very deep, realization and experience, tasting of truth, and very beautiful results also. We definitely will get, generally speaking, much more results always than we get otherwise. However, we don't believe it. This is the only problem. The only problem that we all are facing is we are caught up in the mind and we are just not able to be free from it. And we have created everything in it. We have created a world that we live. We have created a spiritual life that we live also. You see? And it is okay. I mean, if you are enjoying, it's fine. But as you are clear now that so it's good, no? Thank you.
Yes, it's like you don't have to chase clearing your thoughts. It's
Can you say again?
as in you don't have to chase clearing your thoughts or chase the whole process of being in no mind state. You
Yeah.
just have to watch the mind.
Very correct. You don't.
And
Yeah.
yeah, please go
No, no.
ahead.
Please continue. It's fine.
And the experiences that are happening, e- if you try to escape them, they come tenfold, but they come tenfold over here, not the outside. The outside is the same. Here it's tenfold because it is trying to give you an awareness that let it go. And then later you realize it was nothing, it was all here. So it's a mirage.
True. It's true. It's true. Actually, it's a mirage. There is a traveler caught up, in the desert, and then finishes the water, and now feeling thirsty for the water, searching for the water, and every now and then hallucination happens, like a mm, like a oasis is there, and it rushes towards that, and there is nothing except dry dust. No? But there is something which saves it, like tells it that no, it's not water, it's not oasis, it's not like a lake or sweet water lake or something. What is that? It is the thirst for water, no? The thirst which is real, right? In the same way, the thirst for the truth inside us, inside the soul, saves us from the mind, from that mirage which is created. No? You see? Uh, this breathing practice which I share, focus on the breathing when doing anything, looks most useless when we are caught up in the mind. Like, what are you saying? I'm talking about serious problems like, big topics like enlightenment and things like that, and you're talking about breathing. It looks like this to us. I was also like this one day when I was caught up, I was interested in the big topics, conceptually discussing inside them and not realizing that this is just a conceptual discussion happening inside. No? I mean, no complaint about that. I totally enjoyed that too. But if you can live the breathing when doing anything you want to do in your life, that will have a depth to it. That will start getting a depth to it, like this. Because you will start aligning yourself to your deeper reality, deeper existence, deeper being. No? While doing the same exact thing, you will have more power, you will have more strength, more wisdom. No? Like the right outlook will come, right context. It's good, thank you.
It's like now the escape button has fallen away.
Which is a very good thing, really.
Yes.
This escape button reminds me of like a black hole, which is present inside us. It is like nothing. Like, it's the size of a coin inside us. But it can suck all of our awareness, all of our consciousness, all of ourself. And we live in that darkness and the imagination created during that darkness. Who creates that imagination? The black hole? No. The one who is caught up in it, the awareness, the soul. So the one who is caught up in it, the one who is living those dreams, is creating them too. True clarity will help even in this also. If we can balance ourselves, prepare ourselves in a way that I will remain balanced. Even if we are caught up, we get sucked into that black hole of ego occasionally, we will remain very untouched in a way, quite untouched from because darkness does not affect us. It is the imagination that happens during the darkness, that dreaming that happens, that we get caught up in it. And that dreaming cannot exist outside of the darkness. And when we are attached to the dreaming, we are attached to the darkness. That's why when we are invited to live in the light of truth, we are not able to let go of the attachment to the darkness because of attachment to the dreaming that is happening only in the darkness, and it cannot exist or survive in the light also. So thank you. It's very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So in one sense, you can say the basic work of every soul is to kind of withdraw ourselves or make our awareness free, make our attention or consciousness free from ego. This is our primary job actually. Because if not, it is going to be sucked into that black hole again and again, and it is going to give us the illusion or experience that I'm caught up or I'm lost. No? Through different spiritual practices, sadhana, we do this. First of all, we withdraw ourselves, like we withdraw that attention, like 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 just sitting and not doing anything, while looking at everything, just seeing. Precisely, this is what we are doing. We are withdrawing our attention, our consciousness from everything. It is caught up in that addiction, in that unconscious way, that I have to look deeply into this thought, and you choose no, I will not. I have to get into this feeling, and you say no, I will not. I'll just remain here. I want to go and do everything, but in my own way, under my own control and command, not under the habit, under the addiction. No? And slowly, once you are able to do like this, the second part is now this same consciousness and awareness has to taste your own being, your own self. True joy is where we start tasting our own being, our own self. And once you start tasting, it's like what you are saying, that exit button has fallen. No, you are saying like this, escape button has fallen. You said something like this, no? Yeah. This is what where it falls, because now you know the both the versions in a way. Actually, right now we mostly don't know both the versions. We know only one version, and we are just trying to improve upon it. And best is that if we can be touched by the another version in satsang, then we will have actual comparison that which one I want. No, also. When we are caught up in the mind, we have only one fundamental problem, that is that we are not living the truth. And that time, because of not living the truth, our mind imagines a lot and creates many problems. No? And when we are living the truth in the heart, that problem is solved, and with that go all those problems which our mind is creating, and we are not able to give credibility to those thoughts anymore. We feel no, it's not real, I am joyful. Like joyful, like contented, like filled, fulfilled. Filled means like fulfilled, I am feeling fulfilled. When we are feeling fulfilled, we don't really listen to the mind. When it is saying life is not good, this is not a good weather, this is not a good state, you feel no, it is actually, I will decide, not you. So we are not touched by the real joy yet, true joy yet. This is the thing. Once we are touched by the real joy, true joy, we don't really listen to the mind anymore. When mind is saying this or that, this or that. So we think that I have to run faster. When we are caught up in the mind, that I have to run faster to reach there. No, not really. Maybe in one sense, if you can run super fast, like super fast, then you will get tired, and then you will see that by running you will not reach anywhere. But the running only gives us tiredness, not anything else. All the sadhana gives us only one single thing, tiredness. How fast we can get tired, the better. And we are very casually and gradually and very gently we are doing sadhana and everything also. And that's why we don't get tired enough also. You see? I'm not suggesting that we should get tired. I'm suggesting we should become aware where we are going really, why we are going there, what we will get there, like this. Because we are going somewhere continuously, where, for what purpose, like this. Thank you, I think it's good. Uma, you can talk.
Thank you so much. Ji, I have something for which I want to listen you, and for that I want to share, give reference. Can I? Yes. As you shared that when we join satsang, then always we should think what we want from satsang today. And so for me it is clear what I want. I want to be more aligned, to get more aligned with truth, which is which is possible in the satsang very much for me. And for that I need to be more present, like I need to be more present than before every time. And as you shared that breathing is very helpful in this, if we live breathing and body and breath. So we can, it is very helpful, and I do this. But I noticed one thing also, that after some time mind creates that automatic loop, that it is happening, I am living. Although I am not present, I am just in the mind. So what can be helpful, if you can share about it?
Mind creating the loop actually true actually in a way, but technically maybe I can improve a little bit. That mind is the loop. Having the loop is that having the mind. No loop means no mind. No? So body mind always needs a circle to contain the life story, the training, the skill sets and everything. No? But somehow the soul that we are, who is really not caught up in the loop or who doesn't need the loop to exist, has also got identified with it that my existence only is dependent on the loop or on the way of circle. I have to keep circling, keep doing something or the other all the time. And because of that, what happens is that even when we have decided in satsang that I want to be present and let me use breathing for it, even that is consumed by that same circle and identification. And for that, I feel that if you are trying to remain present in satsang by focusing on the breath, keep changing the pattern of your breath continuously. This will kind of keep your mind busy and will not let that identification be settled. You will remain present. You don't need to be settled in satsang. You need to be like on your toes all the time if you want to get the maximum from satsang. You should not be relaxed in satsang, because you are not meditating here. Even in meditation, we are not relaxed in that way. We are relaxed in awareness. Who is relaxed in awareness? They don't say that I am relaxed. They say I am aware. No, I am joyfully aware. Meditation is joyful awareness. Like supreme joy and awareness. No? If you keep changing the pattern of breath, breathing from nose, breathing from mouth, breathing from like inhaling like this, exhaling like this, just keep breaking it in some way. Keep breaking the patterns. Can be very rewarding. Like this. Because what is the purpose? The purpose is that you listen what is being shared in satsang, that you live what is being shared in satsang, not the loop. No, but it is our loop listening, and we are mostly struggling in trying to be free from it, even when we have become aware of it. No? So like this, you can become free from it for the time being. You just need to be free from it for the time being during the period of satsang. Do you feel that this can be? It is in alignment with what you are saying?
Yes, very much.
So it's good. So that's all from my side. Anything else?
Yes, it is very clear, because always when this pattern happens, like same pattern, I am rotating in the mind, and I just try to pull myself from the mind while listening to you also. So it becomes like I become divided, and this is the struggle. And when I change the pattern, then this struggle is not seems so much effective.
Yes, yes. That struggle basically is that we, by habit, we are caught up in the loop of mind, and by decision, we are trying to be free from it. That becomes like a struggle, internal struggle, no? Like this, yeah. And if you focus on the breath and keep focusing on the breath by changing the pattern also, then that struggle is not there, really. Because you cannot be caught up in anything if you are present in the breath, for the breath. You see? Like the habit, our habit of our attention to get caught up in something can be very easily broken by paying attention to our breath. But in a actual alive manner, not like believing that I'm paying attention to it, while actually most of our attention is still caught up in the mind. No? Which is what happens actually, which is what we are addressing right now. How to address this? How to not get caught up in that kind of tandra, like like a lightweight sleep when practicing something, or in satsang. In satsang also we get caught up in that kind of lightweight sleep, like I'm focusing on the breath. Not like that. Because please understand, we are trying to be free from sleep of the soul. So this is going to be naturally present for quite some time, this kind of lightweight sleep always. And remaining alert and finding something which can help us in that will be very useful. No? And this something is focusing on the breath, but in a alive manner. Like your focusing on the breath should remind you freshly, every breath, that you are present, that you are the being. And it should encourage you or reflect back your alert, your attention onto yourself. No? When we are really paying attention to the breath becomes like a bouncing board. It bounces back our attention to the one who is aware of it. And like this, it becomes a right circle of awareness. No? Right circle of attentiveness. No? Like this. I want to mention here the benefits of like many silent benefits of true clarity also. When you have done that work of true clarity, you have actually made many things clear to yourself within mind also. And that time, now when you are focusing on the breath, with the decision that I want to keep my focus on my being, myself, not on this loop, those clarities will help you in not getting caught up into anything there. Like mind itself will tell you that no, this is not something that you need to attend right now. You can just continue focusing on yourself. You see? Like this is that maturity of the mind, which we get to through true clarity, which is very useful in the fundamentals of life and in the direction of truth also, in the direction of awakening. Otherwise, you, the soul, as if don't know which thought to attend and which not to attend. Like every soul, every thought will look like an emergency. It's an emergency. I have to attend. You have to attend me right now. You have to attend like this. Especially when you are not attending it for a long time. Because try to understand, thoughts and feelings are like fish. You are like water for them. They start going out of breath as soon as you stop attending them. Now it is just an instinct. It is not a soul. It is not a thought and feeling or mind, the ego mind attacking you or something. It's just an instinct playing there. No? It is just trying to get some breath from you. Now this is true clarity which will tell you that whether to give life to them or not right now. Or let them die. Let them die means let that model die which sucks you, pulls you again and again. Not that ability of thinking dies. Ability of thinking does not die. Contemplation also is a very beautiful thing in the sense that we become first time aware that I can think without being egoic about anything. You see what I mean? It's a very powerful thing. True clarity begins actually immediately from there, when you know that I can think without being egoic or emotional or biased about anything. I can be neutral and just let me think what is going on like this. So thank you. I think it's good.
Yes, very good. And I find true clarity is managing mind very well, taking ownership back.
Yeah, because there are so many things happening. Let's say mind is your house. Let's say one part of your house, outermost part of your house. Many things are happening in the house. Do you attend all of them? You don't really know. You don't like. There's a sound coming from the kitchen. Oh, I forgot. I have to attend this. Then a sound coming from TV. Oh my God, I have to watch my show also. And then some sound coming from the doorbell. Then you rush there. You don't do like this, no? No, we take a call every moment. Like we know what to attend, what not to attend. You know, think of your mind like a house, outer part of house, where many voices are happening. You are not going to attend any and every of them. And surprisingly, when we say that I'm caught up in the mind, basically means that we are actually just simply not aware that we are actually randomly attending thoughts and taking that call randomly, unaware how we are. Like we are not aware of the patterns or the wisdom through which we are attending those calls. Which thought to attend first and which not to attend. We don't have that kind of set of pattern rooted in awareness and wisdom. No. True clarity creates that first time, that pattern in a way, that root inside us, that okay, this is my style. Like you'll come to know about your style, your way, your need of life also, that what to attend, what not to attend, like this. Which makes us so much free from these ongoing calls all the time. All the thoughts, all the feeling, all the time they look like I have to attend something. No, you don't have to. Like this. So without being free from the mind, you have become free from the mind. True clarity can make you free from the mind without being free from it. For what? Free from mind, but free for what? Free for joy, free for truth. No? Thank you. I think it's good. Anna, you can talk.
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
First of all, I would like to thank you again for a beautiful retreat that had brought some really
it was
beautiful.
amazing. I can remember. Usually, I don't remember, but I can remember totally. It was amazing.
Amazing, and yes, like gratitude is just flowing through me all the time. I hope, from everybody, you can feel this gratitude in way of blessedness and.
Thank you. There is a fulfillment, sense of fulfillment in me also. Thank you. Like so well we spent time together.
Yes. I was talking to Norbert also, who was after a long time joining. He's a friend of mine here from Berlin, and same. Like, so also not just for us who are old participants and who come all the time, also for people who join every now and again. It's the same.
Oh, it was amazing actually. Yeah, I think Norbert also mentioned. I had a talk with him one time in the retreat also. Yeah, it was amazing report.
You said something to me on the last day, I think it was, and it gave me like a blessing also in a way. You said like, so when are you going to start singing your song? It was so powerful. It was like a blessing for me to be like, man, I have a right to just be myself. So, it was so funny. It's nothing special, but it was so powerful. It cracked like a shell of I have a right to be myself. Like that was. Thank you again for that.
Thank you. On the same topic, I have experienced in the soul in different forms that pain of not letting itself, just allowing itself to be itself. And then when it allows, you feel like, wow. I don't need to know anything. I just don't need to know anything. I can just allow myself to relax in myself as I am. Like what a relief it is. What a relief it is. I know what you are talking about. I live. I feel that. Like this is what is letting go of the branch on which you are hanging and touching the ground which is just above under your feet, just 1 feet under your feet, like this. Do you know everything now? No, you don't. Do you want to know anything now? Mostly not right now. You're so relaxed. Like as if the life was divided in a way and it kind of, you have been stitched back to the one thing or something. It's so amazing. I know that. Thank you. Very, very happy to hear this.
I would have a question though, however, or maybe advice. So during the week, because I was so enjoying this just blessing and just allowing myself to be just nothing, I guess my daughter felt it and felt encouraged to come up to me because she could see that I could handle it with some of her problems. She's 17 years old, and the things that she was telling me, like I have to say I'm totally unaware of what the state of the world is in the moment. It's because I have been in this small little bubble for decades now. And when she was telling me this, because she's confronted with it every day through school, through social media, through friends and so on, I could just not believe what the kids and people who are not in satsang are facing nowadays. So anyway, she's struggling, which is a normal struggle, which I think everybody had to go through. It's in a way this suffering that invites us for the first time to want to spend time in satsang or in meditation or in anything that's gonna bring us peace. So I invited her to maybe come also on Saturdays to join with you. But then she was honest enough. She said but I don't understand. Also Guruji's words. She was with me in Sahaja and she was attending satsang, but she was drawing in that time. She was just spending time in the room, but I guess she would not understand the words. So I could bring her, she could come. She was like, do I have to ask a question? I said no. But is it enough if she just sits? If she just sits for a certain amount of time, or for someone who is like a total beginner, what would you tell me? And even more than that, what I could see is last words on Sunday when we were also speaking, we were touching this topic of feeling as a child of the Absolute, feeling that out breath and relaxation in the Divine Mother. And my feeling is this is something that I have to actually provide at home, and this is what will give her also encouragement to join satsang or to look for herself. Maybe you can say something like advice or yeah.
It's totally fine. Actually, the less we know about spirituality, the more I feel we are ready for satsang. Satsang is not spirituality at all. At all. The more you forget about everything, everybody forget about everything that as if you ever learnt, the better it is. No? It is immediately living the truth. And truth is not something to be so much like translated, but it is more to be lived. No? And a young child like this, your daughter, can be much more ready actually for it. Even if she does not continue after that, it's totally fine. No? Or if she continues, you see what I mean? Like you can tell her that part of this teacher is like a child of the Absolute also, just sitting and enjoying, just being here. You can join that part of this teacher, while you can ignore this part which is talking. No? Because that which is talking in time has its own role to play and things, and it is driven by some inner, guidance also. But that which is not moving, that which is not talking, that which is not doing anything, is actually the real offering in satsang. That is the real satsang. No? So she can join the real satsang, no? Which is more happening in silence, like joy. It's a joyfully being here. There's no other purpose. And connecting like this to the source within yourself only. It's like a facility, not like guidance so much. There's a guidance also for those minds which are wandering, but there's a facility more than guidance. No? So totally, it can she can join very much. This has been my experience. The more anybody knows about spirituality before they come to me, the more difficult it becomes between us. Because when we have to visit those things, we have to look through those, look through those things also, because we keep looking from those point of views and beliefs. No? Some of you who came to me before, few years back also, but you had no idea of spirituality so much, and you just plugged so quickly and easily, like this. No?
What I noticed this week was that like, as much as I felt very relaxed and very happy in this blessing after the retreat, I did come out for the purpose of like wanting to help, and this is something I would also like to look at, because I believe like the best help we can give to anybody is not to come out to help, like to just even more be like just sitting even deeper in the moment while we are like listening or helping the one we love or we want to like encourage, and that felt somehow because I was repeating a lot of the things that you say or like that Guruji says, because this was just like what was the most logical to say in that moment. But it didn't feel right somehow, like because it felt like, okay, you don't have a right to do satsang with someone, like you just bring her to the true master, but at the same time, like it feels like the only right thing to do, so there was this like, okay, am I in a spiritual ego now? Or I will bring her. She's not here with me this week. I have rest 1 week from everything. But maybe what could you tell about this, like satsang with people who are not there yet?
It's a very beautiful thing you are asking, and I feel so much love, for you, for her, for for life and all the beings. You have a very beautiful opportunity here, actually. Like, very simple, straightforward answer is that you let your soul be rooted in the truth of who you are, primarily, and still be extended to the level where you meet your daughter. And like this, it will become your extension, your stretch will become like a bridge for you to share the joy, the silence, the truth of your being to that level where you are meeting your daughter. And I hereby declare this is precisely what satsang is also. This is what a teacher does in satsang. So this is one thing. Another thing, very beautiful, we were talking today morning. I was saying that everybody knows love in one way or the other. No? Like there is no one who does not know love or experience love in one way or the other. But it is always that we experience love, and then at some point we are going to experience unconsciousness connected to it, mixed with it. Then if we are destined, we are going to become aware of it or free from that unconsciousness, and we will become conscious. Then we will experience higher love, which is beyond this consciousness level. Then we will experience some unconsciousness mixed with that higher love also. And this story goes on like this until that sense of individual is there inside us. And then it's called awakening or something like this. It's like pure awareness. And that pure awareness actually is found to be pure love. And does that pure awareness or pure love, which is pure awareness, has to change its nature to share itself? It doesn't need to change itself. It can live its fully, it can live its truth, its nature, and can be fully loving towards that which it is meeting. No? The only challenge here would be kind of a link in a way, connecting, which in this case, in your case, is very simple because of that previous connection. No? Like there is already a bridge set there. You know, they are able to receive as much as they want to receive. No? You see what I mean? So there is a condition here in the receiver. But there is a condition in the one who is sharing also. So we are talking about the condition in the one who is sharing. We don't have control on the one who is receiving. No? That the receiver will decide. No? It is its destiny, and in a way it's the apparent freedom of choice also. But holding back, not sharing or not being yourself, none of these two are required. No, fully being yourself, but fully sharing also yourself. Sharing yourself is what is love, by the way. Love is not an activity. It's just sharing yourself, your being. No? That's what is love. No? That's why love coming from every state of being is not really same in the purity. No? From coming from the ego state is not same. No? So in your state it will be so good. I'm sure the Supreme will join you very easily and will guide you too. But in a very simple way, in a very non-spiritual way in one sense, you know. Like very simply. You know? In the tradition also there was a tradition that when a king does not touch anybody's feet except his mother. A sadhu also does not touch anybody's feet except his mother. You know, it's like this. You see, so there are exceptions to every rule in a way, which help us to connect to something which is very important in our life, regardless of the flow, the decision, the direction, the practices, and the sadhana that we are doing. I hope that it will help in some way. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, from what is clear from what this when I was speaking to her, the basic problem is something that I have been struggling with myself, which is self-love, because there is so much input from the outside for young people of like, you should be like this, you should be like that, and so to feel this self-love, I could feel like if I am rooted in my self-love, this is what can help her best. And I don't think it's just for this relationship. It is just like, it is so clear that it is for everyone, for everyone.
I feel you can see now that there is something higher than you trying to teach you something through the means of trying to help you teach somebody else something. You see? Like it is inviting you to be a teacher, but before that to be a student. No? That first learn yourself and then teach. But you do teach because you need to teach. Nobody else will teach. No? You see, now you are you are cornered by life. Now you cannot escape this learning of self-love. Such a blessing it is. Such a blessing. When you are cornered, you cannot escape. Such a blessing. You are blessed actually. Like life is trusting you so much now in the sense that you will succeed. What is suffering generally? When we are cornered, but still we want to get out of it. That is suffering. No? What is awakening? When we are cornered, but we don't want to get out of it now. Let me use it where I am. Like that causes us change in a way, awakening. Invention, all these things happen because of this only cornered, and we feel okay. Let me put my effort. Let me see what is going on. I share with you one experience I had. Particular experiences are so strong that they remain in the memory. One of my experience, I did sadhana and exploration up to for many, like really whole life. Then at some point I found myself facing a wall. Like there is just no door or nothing there, and behind me is a tunnel which I have traveled for like hundreds of thousands of kilometers I have traveled. So there is no way to go back, and I don't want to go back because there was nothing there anyway. Interesting, whatever was there, I have known that, and there is nothing, no way to go ahead now. What to do? But there was something like as if that ability in the soul still was there, which was to be spent in this, and it was spent. No? And then somehow something happened. We all, the souls are all as if in a divine game, no, divine play. Now this is the level of the game where you will feel I am stuck completely. What to do? You will do everything you can, and yet you are still not able to find the door. But you will find a door here. Like you will be lifted, airlifted. You will be airlifted out of this whole thing. But the whole is from where you are airlifted, exactly where the wall is. If you are few steps before that, you will not be airlifted. What to do? You see my point? So that intensity of being here and just not moving anywhere, what to do, has to be faced by you. That stress, you have to live that stress. And many people I saw in this tunnel of thousands of kilometers who have made their houses on both the sides. Shops are there, market, everything is there. Very few reach to that point where they are airlifted. What is grace? When it airlifts you, that is grace. Like where you cannot do, it can. It does now. It shows you what to do and how to do it. No? But not before you have exhausted everything which is in your capacity. No? Although your own capacity is nothing but the grace only. No? This you will know when you will spend yourself completely. So thank you. I think it's very good. No?
Thank you so much. This is exactly how it feels, because the divine just goes, okay, nothing is motivating to you anymore from the outside. Not money, not job, not relationship, not any of these things. But your love for your child, here we have you.
Yeah. My Lord knows everybody's weak points, no? Or attachments in a way. It's wonderful actually. It's so wonderful. Thank you. I think the best will be to remain a student for rest of our life. Because at some point the Lord, the Supreme Self itself will start teaching you. From inside at least. And from outside also. That one Guru who is teaching everyone. No? Let's remain a disciple, a Shishya every day, for life, no? It's very good to celebrate where we have reached. It is also good to remain open for further growth and like this correction. Like it is good to have a desire, like a thirst, longing to unite with the source. But it is not good to project our method of unity, because the projecting that method of unity is holding on to that idea we have about who we are. And to merge with the Supreme, we will have to let go of that idea, even the subtlemost idea. You know? It's like you are there and you are able to sense the presence of the Supreme inside, and at some point, in 1 second, both are not there. Something else is there now. Now, do you need to merge? There are no two. How can merging happen? No. You see, this is how merging happens actually. It's a very, very different thing. Real awakening, merging of the drop with the ocean is a very different thing. It's our presence and absence at the same time. You are absent as anything, like this. Like this is also something we were talking today, that within our own world, we are everything and nothing at the same time. We are not aware that we are nothing. That's why we are caught up in thoughts and feelings, which are everything of our world, our life. Meditation, taking a break from thinking and everything, is that time when we come back to being nothing. No? Being no one also. Being nothing means not living any experiences. Being no one means not even holding the sense that I am the experiencer. Because no experience is no experiencer, no? Living the truth of the nothingness or nobodiness of our being. Then again the feeling comes to live the experiences, and then again the sense of experiencer, and then again you become somebody. But now you know the truth under it. No? That freedom will give you so much more ability to deeply experience life without any attachments. No? And this cycle will continue like this, which will cover the merging of the drop with the ocean too. Removal of the sense of individual self or soul even completely too. No? Like this. So fundamental meditation, just sitting, does not really help in the beginning only. It goes all the way, as long as we need anything. No? Thank you, it's good.
No, Sir Beloved. So I feel, my hand was raised earlier, but but you've just got, at the right point. So thank you to every questioner who has been speaking to you. So, what I really felt was this desire. The word itself, when you were speaking about, it is the desire of the mind to be in the future and think from the past. But I am never, as in, the presence is never there, because it's always in the future, or, it's projecting the past. And then, somewhere the clarity happens that, you're never going to find it there or there. And then it is just here, what Miriam was talking about, true clarity. And yet, there is this, this state of angst, or, this state of the experiencer, where you can keep looking, the experiencer, and there is also this joy in this experiencer. And yet, the merging has not happened. Then you move to the space of this longing where you're just waiting to be airlifted, like you just said, and the intensity cannot be lost anywhere. The presence needs to be so much. You need to be so much present at every, even in the state of joy, I cannot be lost, as in, the presence. So if you could speak more about that. You have been covering it, but this longing in which, the intensity has not lost, but there is a weight now, without, being distracted, and there is this weight. So if you could speak about it.
Let us think like this, that you are thirsty. This longing is like thirst. So you are thirsty for water, let's say. You have explored the whole place and you found that there is no water anywhere. Then you felt some trust that, like some voice in you said that you are going to get the water soon, just wait here where you are. You will wait for sure, no? But will you be unhappy now? No. You will be waiting for water, means you will be waiting for fulfillment, like quenching of your thirst, which is also something joyful, no? So that's why once you have come to the joy, you then don't lose joy even when you are waiting. And if you lose joy, then you are not waiting in the heart, you are waiting in the mind now. Like meaning you have fallen back into that belief that something can be, like search has started again. Basically, unhappiness is nothing but searching. Again search has started, that I have to find somewhere. Like it will be found somewhere, no? Like this. That's why true joy is really very important point. And we should as soon as possible come to the true joy so that we can live a wonderful life even if we don't want to know who we are. But we will not be lost in this life which we will live, this wonderful life that we will live, we will not be lost in it now because of connection with the joy. Joy does not only bring joy to our life, it saves us from addiction to experiencing also, no? Because addiction to experiencing gives joy to the addiction, not to you who is addicted, no? And that is where you, the soul, when become more aware, you suffer more. Suffering simply means that I am paying the bill of it and my addiction is enjoying life. I am not, no? Like this. So when you are waiting here, don't let it be a dull waiting. It is a very joyful waiting, no? It is dull waiting only when you still believe that there are some options which I have not checked. It's just that as if you are believing some voice, some inside you, or some words here which I am sharing that okay, I should not search somewhere. However, still you believe that if I could search somewhere, I would find it. That time it will be a dull waiting. Just whenever you feel that this waiting becomes dull or not joyful, not exciting, not fully alive, check what else can you do. In the spirituality, we are not prohibited or stopped from doing what we want to do. We are just, in my case, I particularly invite everybody to do the same thing but more consciously, more clearly, what exactly you are doing and why, so that you don't waste time in that. Because doing is not the way, actually, very frankly. But without doing also you cannot become clear that doing is not the way. No. Thinking is not the way to know the truth, to live the truth. But without thinking well, which is true clarity also, no. You cannot know this truth, truth cannot, I cannot think about truth. No. You see. Like very beautiful things, I always feel like some teacher is asking that, hey, awakening is so difficult and it takes long time and so few people are waking up. What is the point in making effort in this direction? And then he says that what else will you do? So check what else will you do if you will not wait here. And this either will give you the clue that, okay, let me do that thing. What is the time? Why I should keep waiting here? Because people are waiting in a negative sense also. Mostly people in spirituality are waiting in a negative way. Like they are just not living life because something has to happen before that. I'm not talking about, I'm sure you are not talking about that waiting. You are talking about this alive waiting, which is higher joy than living anything and doing anything. No? In this waiting, something is happening really. Truth is being revealed in a way, no? But not by the doer, but by the being. Not by the, it is not being lived by the doer, sense of doer, but it is lived by the being. No? Sense of doer is the belief of the soul that by doing things in the body-mind level, I can be more of myself. No, you cannot be more of yourself. You will exactly be as much of yourself as you are if you don't do anything, any of these things too. You know? But that belief has to be exposed. The totality, samagrata of the doing does not really enable the soul to live its truth more because of as the result of the doings. But it just exposes the belief that those doings are not really any help or not necessary. I can directly live the truth of myself, no? Like this, without doing anything special about anything inside me, you know, like this. So in that sense, everybody is waiting. Who is not waiting in this divine sense? No? It's just that you are joyfully waiting, or you are not, maybe, no. Those who are joyfully waiting are the ones who have become clear that I cannot do anything about my existence and fundamental choice. All the superficial level choice I will have to make. No? And those who are unhappy are still believing that something can be done about it. Not that they can do something. No, they can also not do something about it. They just have to become clear about it. True clarity. No? True joy is the touch of the truth. It's just as simple as this. Touch of the truth. You touch, you feel the truth. You live the truth. As simple as this. Doesn't matter what you think about anything and everything. No? Like you think truth is like this or truth is like that. Doesn't matter. Truth is like rain. Doesn't matter what you think about it, how much, what you imagined about it or not. No? Just go in the rain, taste it. It's like this. True joy is like that. Is this good? Thank you. Ojas, you can talk.
Rajee,
Namaste.
thank you for this satsang. I
Thank you.
needed it. And thank you for this opportunity to be in front of you. I was inspired to speak with you by the discussion you were having with Deepa about, let's say, living in the mind or operating with the mind. I can't remember exactly, but it's like we only know one way of living and understanding and, through the mind, and like to just leave that whole thing aside, and it's possible that there is something else, a different way of living. Something on those lines also you said that there is like you're hanging onto the branch of the tree and you're just 1 foot away. So that was really inspiring. I felt like, oh my God, I never knew that there is a different way of functioning. And yes, I have definitely done everything from the mind and not been willing to let go. So I just thought maybe you can share some words on that.
Oh, very good actually. I mean, this is that kind of shock we get. This is basically part of waking up. No? Because awakening really does not happen suddenly. Because sleeping also does not happen suddenly. No? Gradually it happened and slowly we wake up. Although there is a threshold where once we cross that, we don't go back to the dream of being an individual person, and that's why maybe we call that threshold or that change, that crossover, that awakening. No, But awakening actually started long time back, no? Like this is part of that awakening. That, oh my God, there is a different way of doing the whole thing together, not just part of it, no? I totally expected, this from your intelligence, that you will figure it out one day. Very happy. That's our win, actually, I feel together. No? You don't have to win over your mind, you have to win over yourself. It is like now you will actually, it's like some knowledge will kind of shower on you now, not with much of your effort, but just by remaining in that this state of openness where you are. It's like you are in a room and rain is happening outside, and you are doing everything and talking about rain and in so many ways, but never going out of the room. Or you are under the rain, but having an umbrella and talking about rain, and I am in the rain, and posting everywhere in the social media and everything, but never realizing that actually never tasting the rain, and then somehow some mistake happens sometime, like a hole in your umbrella, or wind blows and takes away your umbrella, and you just come in touch with the rain, and you feel, oh my God, this is a very different thing. Like the whole of that thing called rain, and being in the rain and tasting and awakening and everything is totally different. This is what seems to have happened to you. And it's very good actually. Now my job will become easier, or our job together will become much easier here. No? Because once you are touched by truth, you will not be interested in those things anymore. Where those things are just different ideas, different thoughts about the same thing. Parallelly existing inside us and not letting us live the reality of them. Like knowing too much about a tree does not let us meet the tree in the reality. You see? Like this. Knowing too much about the rain does not let us live the rain. You see? But more simple, interested in rain enough that you go out of the room and live the rain. Or close the umbrella and live the rain. But not that, okay, rain is happening, oh my God, it's such a nice rain, my God, I'm so amazing, I'm feeling so touched by it, not like this, No, you will become so quiet. Oh my God. And this rain will start only, This rain means tasting the truth will begin. And slowly it will become so much more that somehow the experiencer and the experience, the boundary of the experiencer and experience will start fading away. That which is experiencing and that which is being experienced, they will lose their division in a way, Which is amazing, amazing. That's where we experience the being. What is being? Being is this, which is experienced and it is experiencing also itself. This is that full rain, full rain. You are the rain and you are enjoying the rain too, like this. It's just amazing. And whenever you find yourself to be in this such a rain, allow your body, mind, everything, every cell of everything, every course to be fully, washed by this rain. Because it is going to remove that dust of long time. And with that will go away many confusion, agitations and sense of divisions also. Your natural ability to live life, to experience life will wake up in you so much. Uncovered. It's like uncovered. Like this. Like the more you are interested in the rain, the real rain, like even if you are in the room, even if you are under an umbrella, you are just shouting from there, I'm interested in the real rain, I'm still not happy with it. Rain will help you. Wind will help you. It will take away your umbrella at some point. like this. So your intensity, your decision, your choice towards the truth is helping you so much, or inviting the grace to help you also so much. No? You see? So there are people who have chosen the truth but not succeeding. There are people who have not chosen the truth but believing that they are progressing on the path of truth. No? You see which one you want to be. Actually, when you have chosen the truth, you are progressing. Not maybe in your way, not in the way you think progress happens. No? So thank you. It's very beautiful. I'm very happy, like feeling very happy to talk to you right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajee. Thank you so much.
This is good. This is like real good stuff. No? It's good. It's good for all of you also. Ah, nice. Thank you. Yeah, Mila.
Thank you so much, Rajee, for such a beautiful meeting and this opportunity to be with you and especially to talk to you. It's so magic. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to your masters that they give us this opportunity.
Thank you. All thank you. All gratitude to the masters. No? All.
Rajee, I wanted to ask you a practical question. How to find the balance of living life? What I mean is that it's look like to be balanced is to be happy. And there are so many balance which I have to take care, like balance of the mind working, balance of the body, because if it's sick, then of course I cannot meditate and I cannot work and I need money to continue live this life happily and etc. So how to find this balance in all system of living life?
Balance is a very broader term actually, and we need to narrow it down into a context. Like if somebody say that I don't have anything to do with living the truth, living of my truth and living my being, living my joy. I just want balance in my life. That will be different kind of balance in a way. No? So let's say that balance will be more balance of the body mind in alignment with the core desire or the driving force intention that we have in this body mind to do something in the life. Many things this body mind will be doing, but for a core purpose, or one desire. If we can come to that one desire, like what I am searching for in my life, if we can come to that one desire, the body mind will get aligned or balanced. Because body mind does not know what to serve. That's what is the state of imbalance. Like some thoughts are serving a different purpose than what we are doing right now, what we have decided to do right now. Why? Because we have not explicitly at every level of the body mind or thoughts, every level of thought have declared that this is my way of doing things and this is fundamentally what I want from life and this is what I don't want. Like when you say this is what I want, you have already said I don't want any of those things. And now your thoughts have become free from those things. They will not need to think about those things anymore. No? So this is one. But I'm sure you are not talking about this. You are talking about living the truth of who you are while, remaining in balance. There it is going to be a different approach, you can say. Here, your intention, core intention, what I call longing, your alignment to that first, like remaining connected to your being, your longing, no? It's going to give you that balance. Because life will look very strong sometime, like a very strong pull for something, emergency is there or something is there, but who will decide whether to attend this even at the cost of forgetting myself or disconnecting from myself? Who will decide that? You know? If it is the ego going to decide that you have got defeated already, you have got out of your being already, no? And you don't want to get out of your being. So the thumb rule here will be about the alignment, that you remain connected to yourself first. And when you remain connected to yourself, a very different kind of life comes out of you. A very different way, not in terms of expression so much, but more in terms of state and intensity and flow. Like it's a much more continuous flow. Like you don't feel interrupted in terms of energy. You always have a lot of energy. And this energy has to be just balanced in a way correctly and aligned correctly. So remaining rooted in your being is first primary thing. Another thing is the alignment, you can say, or harmony of the energies of body mind also. Harmony within the body mind also. So this harmony simply means that it is a equipment, it is an instrument, it is an operating system like a software hardware, waiting for the instruction, but not already preoccupied by an idea or intention and moving through that already. No, that is harmonious state of body mind. It is waiting for you. When some inspiration comes from you and you want to do something since morning till night, it just follows you continuously, like this. So harmoniousness of the energies of the body mind is essential for them to follow your intuitive, flow that comes out of you, who is connected to your being now. So this is finally what we can say a complete alignment. Now to achieve that, we will do many different things for different states, like how we are stuck, what is going on. But fundamentally, this is what it is. If you can understand this, that the disharmony present in the energies and the mind mainly is because of the old, just simply old, because of the old. We don't need to even define what old is in this case, but that old is either useless or useful. Old memories, old training, old conditioning, either useful or useless. That which is useless can be thrown out, washed away. That which is useful has to be transformed into a new way, like a more flexible, versatile way of storing the skills in a way. Slowly it can be done very easily by remaining connected to yourself and letting everything be in service to it. And you don't be in service to anything in your body mind now. Like this. Everything will very quickly follow you, will get rewired, like this. What do you feel? Are you able to connect? Is there any confusion here?
Yes. Thank you so much. I'm able to connect and there is no confusion. And just wanted to check that I'm doing this Pravat Shuddhi every morning. I feel this is what also helping me to be free from old and start the day with a free and fresh, right?
Yes. Pravat Shuddhi is a very, very important thing, in the sense that Pravat means morning, like early morning basically, but let's say morning. Shuddhi means purification. So that purification which we do every morning. Why? To remove the old. That old which is not relevant will be simply straightforward removed, because you are not holding on to remove old anymore. No? When you are holding on to your being, you cannot hold on to your old. You can hold on to the old only because you are thinking that I am a body, that I am a person. And for that, the more old, the better. The more dull, the more unconscious, the better. No? But now it is opposite. The more conscious, the more fresh, the better. No? So that old will just straightforward go out of your system through Pravat Shuddhi. As soon as you are not holding on to being a ego or a person and holding on to your being. That's why the effectiveness of Pravat Shuddhi is also subjective. It is not same for everybody. And that which is necessary for you to be in this body and to serve that intention and that longing, that will be transformed only, will not be washed away. No? Like this. Pravat Shuddhi has such a power to it. It's like a new way of doing the same thing, producing the same and better results without anybody knowing that this change is happening in you, without anybody else knowing that in practical life that this change is happening in you. No? This is the power of Pravat Shuddhi. Like this. Yes, it is very, very important.
And the last I wanted to check that I also started to practice totality. Samagrita, I feel it's also helping, right?
It is. This is another pillar of awakening and integration. Integration with life. In Samagrita, what happens? Regardless of whether dust has been removed from the system or dust is there, all the active parts of the system come together. Even if struggling, but still together. Even if tired, but together. And that togetherness is something which is like it ignites something in us. You know, like something gets ignited in a way there. You, the soul, first of all, becomes one here. And then you are more stronger than the imbalances present in the body mind that time. And then it is much easier for you to deal with them, you know, face them and do something which is necessary. Like this. So totality, samagrita is not dependent on the state of energy. It is dependent on the freedom of the soul from the sense of doer. The more the soul is free from the sense of doer, the more the doing can be total or samagra. But here remember the presence part also. Totality is going to unleash or unlock your infinite powers the soul has, infinite energy the soul has, and which can be sometimes such a strong flow that you will just keep doing many things. You know? Like keep washing the same floor for 10 times, 5 times, 2 times. No, remain present too, so that this flow of energy, this amount of energy is under the control of awareness that you are. No, remain present also when being total. No? So being total and being present are not two things really. So don't make them two like this, because it can be like totality of the energies only, but then they could be unconscious also, or having that unconscious imprints and desires to be fulfilled during this time when you have energy. No? Like this.
Thank you so much. It's so clear and so beautiful that I can flow under your guidance with this, and also to have opportunity to check if everything I'm doing is good and correct. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. It's good. No? Yeah. Basic small things can be done. You know, let's say we are doing many things in our day which are not really in this way that we are talking about, but we can still do some small things which are done through the clarity of the mind, which are done in the totality of ourself, which are done in the presence of our being, like we are present also. You know, some things can be still done like this, and they will become the greatest possible sadhana. And one day, whole day, every day, and everything will become like that. It's very good, no? Thank you. From my side, it is end of this meeting. Unless if somebody want to say something, just a moment. There is a message from Sukomal. You are saying, thank you, Rajee, for constantly sharing your love, all joy, and with all of us. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. You are not visible to me, meaning your video is not on, but thank you, thank you. It's very, very good. being in the present, and this is what is basically very supported in the satsang also, being in the present and living the truth. This is such a magic, living the truth is such a magic that we wonder that how I have missed it for so long, no? Once we start living it. And the more funny thing is that it is available to everybody equally, 100%, exactly in the same way. But not everybody is living fully this truth. No? In one sense, you can say this can be a approach, like a how-to for reaching here, that there is no one who would not be thinking in one way or the other for some time at least, if not always. And if we can be a conscious thinker, we can become free from 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 that kind of engagement with the thinking which does not let us be present. No? So either we are thinking, and there are times when we are experiencing also. And if we can be a conscious experiencer in this case, conscious of being the experiencer, conscious of the being that we are who is experiencing, no? Then we can experience deeply and yet don't get caught up, which again does not let us be in the present where we live the truth. No? And finally, this approach is going to bring us to that state of being where we don't need to be anything or anyone, or we don't need to do anything to be also, where true knowing will happen also. This is pure magic, to be present and to be living the truth, to live the truth. No, it's pure magic. We may think in the mind that living the truth, I will lose all the boundaries and everything will become like one white light. No, it is not. It is just the truth of everything is revealed. Truth means the material everything is made of. What is the material the thoughts are made of is revealed when we are a conscious thinker. What is the material experience is made of is revealed when we are more a conscious experiencer. No? So truth basically is that material everything is made of. Not truth is somewhere, some experience. Through some experience maybe we can come to that realization. But that experience was not the realization of it. No? Realization requires more a readiness in you. And that is supported much more by true clarity, I feel, and true joy. Madhvi, you can talk.
Namaste. Am I audible clearly?
Yes.
Honestly, I raised my hand because you said you are ending the meeting. So I thought at least I will raise my hand. I will ask anything. And so that you are there for some more time. But on a, to say, practical and on a more realistic ground, this morning you were mentioning about we all resting in the womb of the life and then rising from there again. So that is still there with me, and those moments of resting in the womb of life have already started, you can say, coming in my life since just few hours only, and I'm feeling very rejuvenated. So can you say something more on that, please?
This is one of the most shocking realization or revelation in the direction of truth and awakening, that the life that we have been living is much more imagination and dreaming than actually meeting the life or living it. So what is happening here is that the soul living in the womb of the Supreme Soul, God, but dreaming also at the same time. What all is being done through the inspiration that is given by the Supreme to the soul and then further to the body mind. Where it is the dream of the soul gets mixed up and affects the thinking, doing and experiencing also. No? So it's not that only there are some souls who are living as the child in the womb of the Absolute, of the Supreme. Everybody is that soul. The difference is sleeping, dreaming, or waking up and not dreaming or less dreaming. No, it's like this. That's what I mean, that everybody is a soul. Sleeping or not sleeping. Sleeping less, sleeping more. Waking up like this. No? Very simple thing, Madhvi. When we have an agenda of our own towards life, which is not connected to the source, to the longing we have in our heart, that is being personal about life. No? That is being a person about life, having a personal ideas about life. No? Which is simply baseless, by the way. It's not that if it was true, by the way, I would be serving it totally. Because I'm very practical about life. I'm not really philosophical in that sense. You know what I mean? But it is simply baseless. It has no basis except either the collective conditioning or the belief of the soul that I'm a person, that I'm a doer, thinker, like this. And as you are coming in touch with the reality of who you are also coming in the touch with that in whose womb you are, no? Like this. And just to feel this, being in this womb, in this environment of the truth, is so much more fulfilling that one simply loses interest in all the ambitions and the goals of life. No? Not that we have to give up something or become detached from something or let go of something. There is no need for those things. All those things are just because we have not come to the real thing of life, the real valuable of life, like this. And as it feels like you have been touched by it from inside. No? Like some being was saying in the retreat that that like a pregnant woman, like a pregnant woman being careful like this, walking carefully, because you know in your heart, in your being now, that there is some touch you have with the truth which is continuous, no? And it is so light, like nothing, like emptiness, and it is so heavy that it will not let you be pulled into the ego mind or ego thinking so much now. Being caught up in the ego mind is like being caught up in the dream of ego, dream of the soul. No? We don't really have many better options there except being aware, except being clear what is going on here, who I am, and what exactly I am doing here, so that we can see that it is a dream and I have to wake up from it. No? Because true clarity is that kind of middle point which is necessary for us, for the soul to realize that I am sleeping or dreaming particularly, so that we can become free from it. No? And that true clarity is not essentially going to be attained by these practices which I give you. By living life also, it happens. It's really very mysterious life. Everybody has to figure out that how it is happening to us. But the fundamentals are same. It's like this. Like your experiences are bringing fulfillment and continuously more. It means you, the experiencer, is real, is really there, and what you are experiencing is also really there. You see? Like you can feel the taste of this chai after having chai. You can remember the taste of it after a few days also. Like real. It means that chai was real and you were real too that time, and conscious too, right? In this way, this is what is real experiencing of the soul towards life, no? And versus the dreaming of the soul about the experiencing, no? Also, where we cannot hold on to things. We are more thinking about experiences and trying to manage them, how to experience them, how to know what to do, what not to do. We are not actually experiencing so much. No? This actual experiencing begins from the heart, from the true joy, when we come to the true joy. No? Then even having a chai is such a blessedness, such a blessing of life. Just being is such a blessing. Breathing is such a blessing. Just being alive, having the body, such a blessing. So true clarity will kind of bring us that light in our being, that what exactly is my responsibility in this life, what are my roles, what are my tasks, and which are not my tasks also. Like this. Is there a task in you which supports you to be the being, that which is not a person, which is not a somebody, but more a nobody? That is a task of the soul. Any task, any experience, any journey, any goal, any ambitions, any desire which supports you to be the person is the activity, task of the person. So task and the person, doer and the doing, the task, it is that circle of ego in which we are caught up. Thinking and thinker also, like this. Basic things. We just have to figure out where we are and what to do. I'm not really proposing anyone of you to change your labels or anything like this. I'm just sharing the truth. Like a mirror, you see yourself and benefit from it. Yeah. As Mila was saying that I have an opportunity to discuss with you, to check with you also. Yeah. But that checking still has to be received by you in a way inside you, so that you can benefit from it later. And you are going to maintain that yourself. No, I will not be there to, hey, hold it. You see what I mean? My job will be finished just right here when you will check with me. Your job will be before and after, no? Right now also. So, Madhvi, I hope that this is fine, or you wanted to look at it in a different way?
It's very beautiful, very, very beautiful, much more than actually I had thoughts about it. Like, when anything is heard, then mind starts translating it into our own experiences based on the past. So just wanted to have a fresh look that am I on the right path. Thank you. It's a very fresh look for me. Thank you.
Good. This is good. I mean, this is one of the purpose of satsang also, that we keep refreshing or kind of correcting our understanding also in a way, because it becomes old very soon. And then we start holding on to it, believing that it is ultimate, and it is not actually. Yeah. Good. That's very, very good. To be just very clear, I'm not declaring that when we wake up to the truth of who we are, we know everything. I'm not saying that. But we know truth now. What is truth? We know that also, no? That what is truth, where I am, who I am, what is life. Even if it includes that you know very less about life. It's okay, no? We think that our problem is that I don't know anything. No, our problem is the fear that arises out of that state of mind where we feel that I don't know anything, or I know very less. No? But in this natural state of being where we are when we wake up, we don't have fear, that fundamental fear. No? You may still have fear of somebody stealing your cupcake or chocolate cake or anything. That's totally fine. No? That's just being practical. No? Your system is trying to guard your belongings. No? But what about you? What is your taste of being? Does it change? It doesn't actually. Taste of being is the taste of one being actually, no? Like, I'm not saying one being like one being in everyone, but one being in you at least, no? This one being in you, live this deeply and you will know what is the truth of it. What is the truth of my being? What is the truth of your being? slowly it will become so clear to you. You don't have to think about it and come out again in the heart or in the mind for it. No? From the being, you will know the truth of the being of other beings also. No? Like this. So we are literally in a dream, but that dream is mainly connected to belief of knowledge. What to do about it? That's what but that's what is true clarity. This is what to do about it. True clarity is about it actually, all about it only. Because without it, we are just going to continue living in that dream of person, including doing the spiritual journey and progress. And it may serve certain purpose, but maybe a quicker, more faster way is there. That is stopping, not flowing so much in the mind, but stopping and observing and thinking that what exactly I am doing and where I am going through this continuous thinking. No? Where I am trying to go, first of all. In the practical life, we all have challenges, no? Always, and there will be challenges in life always. But in the core of the soul, whoever has checked inside that what is my problem, nobody has found a problem. They have only found joy, like unending joy, unending joy. So I can just only share these things. Everybody will has that wisdom to figure out that what I'm doing, why I'm doing anything, what is my problem, and if there is a problem or not. No, like this. But suffering definitely is connected to dreaming. There is no dreaming without suffering in a way, and there is no suffering without the dreaming. Be aware of it and use it as a checkpoint. Whenever we are suffering, it means we have somehow got involved in that dreaming of being a person, being a doer. No, like this. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. It was amazing, online, in person, online, and in the Zoom and in the YouTube streaming. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.